time it seemed we would know peace. But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished, and you should all run. Malthael. Brother, why? The Nephilim will stop you.
No one can stop death.
The killing began in Westmarch. Of that, I am sure. The angels have started a massacre, slaying all they find. I must see it with my own eyes and learn why they have come. There are many questions, and I have little time to act.
The Nephilim. Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
Too many have died here. I will intervene.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tyrael should meet me in Westmarch. Go.
It will be done. I swear it.
We're going to die!
He's coming to kill us all!
The gates.
Stop! Don't go out into the streets! All right.
It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Are there other survivors?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakaroon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
We'll see.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
They were only townsfolk.
Defend the church! Repel these vile reapers!
We found you.
I have never seen an attack like this. Why has Malthael unleashed his forces on Westmarch?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the primeval gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
I agree.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me! Akarat's bane! This is worse than I feared!
What is it?
Nephilim, your soul will be mine.
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
We must confront Malthael. Where is he?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
There are no other clues?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you must remain here. I will do what I can for Westmarch. What was that Death Maiden doing?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul Crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
This magic was not meant to be used. I have read spells about crucibles that could enslave the dead. Now angels are using them?
Sadly, yes.
And the Death Maidens as well.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness. Malthael, my brother, he was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
He was never meant to explore the domain of death. What would Rathma say if he were here? Any progress?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
So, the Horadrim have returned.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
All trouble shall pass.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
We stayed to fight, Robert and me. But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
Many of the survivors here have suffered the same. You should speak to them.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I'd barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakharum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakus, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakus was a clever man, after all.
I keep hearing things. My mind must finally be going.
Is something on your mind?
Yes, actually. I was just remembering what happened in New Tristram after the falling star hit. I'd never seen Mira so scared. Leah came by later, telling us there were wounded men at the inn.
And your wife still went to help them?
I know who was responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
I can't believe we're still alive. And it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Best service in Westmarch.
You are ill at ease, Cormac.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
You are one of many who believed in serving a righteous cause.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
That sounds like magic or melancholy. I cannot tell which.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
There are many who do not forget the dead, Irena. They serve a purpose, as do we.
You ask who's to blame for this doom? All of Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the Order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only.
Did you know there were once two moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Durgist.
I thought it was a secret.
Durgist's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then I will finally know the truth.
Have you been eating enough? I've noticed this about you. When things get difficult, you get very focused. Maybe I'll cook for you. Though, if it's all the same, we'd probably both be happier if I didn't.
I can't do this anymore.
Someone came for me. After all this time.
The blacksmith heard you down here.
Bloody miracle! Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Follow me.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
You don't feel responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadric by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now, it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
Don Craig is just death and horror.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search of its sanctuary.
Attacks are getting worse. They'll reach the survivors soon.
I cannot do that. No.
We've been here for days. These people can't last much longer.
Head to the Survivors' Enclave. You'll find safety there.
I think our journey still has meaning.
You fight against the threat that will destroy all. What has more meaning?
I don't know. A nice evening in a tavern with close friends who don't all die at the end?
my snivelling offspring. If you are reading this, then I am dead, and you have come to claim my fortune. Well, you still can't have it. I have set traps to stop you from even trying. So, enjoy the rest of your poor, miserable, and cowardly lives.
More corpses.
Death to the nobles!
Just what are you doing?
Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him.
Too many have already perished. Lay down your arms.
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
That is not possible.
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the Crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
I'm not even tired.
I told you to leave! Those monsters have stripped my humanity from me! The angels and their monsters are killing everyone. What will they do to me when they find out what I truly am? My mother and the demon attack she survived. It's all too horrible to contemplate.
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them. Do you know why this is happening? It's madness!
It's a battle. Lead your men to the Survivors' Enclave at the Cathedral.
did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil.
That maiden is using the crucible.
You're right about that.
You have called the darkness down upon yourself.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
Did you?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now. Malthael, he's watching you.
I grew disgusted by humanity during my time on Sanctuary. When at last I found Malthael.
You should join the rest of the survivors.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes, if I am ever to sleep again. I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How do you know that name?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you. You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
I do not revel in joy as others do.
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I, you will understand.
Let's say you can see the future. Does this battle have an end?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
Why don't I believe that?
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That, and you are a Solcharis that will never believe you can be happy and content. I must say, it is wonderful to finally meet, though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
You know I've never seen her eat. Many accomplished people are buried here. They're all poor saps when you dig them up and rob them, though.
The grave beckons.
A wandering hero! Just in time to protect me as I grab these last trinkets. We'll split it, eh? This looks promising. Keep watch. If I get eaten, I blame you. Ah, nothing. Ah, nothing. Oh no, I'm dead.
No.
This is the one. I can feel it. Thanks for keeping me alive. Here's your share. I'm off to find the nearest abandoned tavern.
You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions. Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
No. I'm afraid not.
What was that wretched noise?
That would be Urzael.
And?
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
I have that effect sometimes. Tyrael should hear of this. I am returning to town.
Take that.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight.
I don't feel like talking right now.
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. And now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them.
Those who perished without embracing Malthael are...
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
Is that wise? He could be behind them.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you.
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
It worked for you.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
It could have been chance, or a deliberate act.
I must know which. I will discover the truth. When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Visceri's magic from before we served the Prophet.
That is strange. Did anything else happen?
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena.
Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
Good. You seem determined at last.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side.
How about two?
This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
Whatever they may be.
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Azmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud.
This proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
Oh, we all make mistakes. You just make a lot of them.
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
Our time has finally come, and we owe it all to you.
Bring me that whip. It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
Hey, I'm the only one who is Cormac around here.
I cannot do that.
Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men give in to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels.
I need essence.
Brought me some death, Cormac.
That is not possible.
I dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them.
I can help with that. I'm terribly convincing.
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
It is a relief you are not. Your mind is free, and you can choose what to believe.
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
They have never cared for our kind, but these are the first to act against us. I will handle them.
Good.
We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul!
May the battle... never end.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
Is this your new joke?
I'm serious. A brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
You would never make it there alive. Westmarch is still overrun.
All right, I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me. It's time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say?
Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend? Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Lyndon?
He knows you.
That is no guard.
Damn it all!
The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for. Unfortunately for you, he's our friend.
The Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon?
You really angered them, friend. You can't hide behind your friend, Lyndon.
They will run when they see us. I expected more.
What you did to Nigel.
I must have a corpse. He's gone.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
He was dead before we arrived in Westmarch. I can see the signs.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Take it with you. There may be more to this than we know.
You are a quiet sort, Serena. Sneak back home and fetch some of our savings.
But the streets are crawling with those horrid creatures.
That's precisely why you must go, dearest. Nobody notices you.
And now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls? This is madness!
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
After Corellan's death, the crown passed to Justinian I, through a somewhat convoluted interpretation of Zakharum's scripture. Thus began the Justinian dynasty. Seen as usurpers by many, the Justinians suffered nearly constant challenges to their rule. Finally, during the reign of Justinian III, a full-fledged insurrection broke out in the outlying region of Carthage.
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was unlike anyone I ever knew. A normal man on the surface, but with a heart for all the world and everything in it. His death was a great disruption in the balance.
Could one man make such a difference?
Always.
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
Yes, but I had assistance.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
The world will always have some evil in it, but it never could have withstood so much. It is better if people remain ignorant of such things.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
Why didn't you?
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Kane. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
Your soldiers have been holding out for some time.
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
The rest of the kingdom should have sent reinforcements by now.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
Unfortunate.
Look, the sliver is changing.
As though Malthael is manipulating the Soul Stone.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
How he plans to do it. Westmarch is only one battlefield in this war.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my...
Death comes to all.
Did you know Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
Malthael doesn't intend to kill you, does he?
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
We humans also possess the blood of angels.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Your wounds are deep, aren't they?
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
I am sure you have carried greater burdens. What can Malthael do with the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, but every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
Even he would not dream of unleashing Diablo, would he? Did you ever consider destroying the Soul Stone?
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
Someone is always watching. What will you do if I recover it?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
What shall we fight today?
How are you faring, Lyndon?
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you will try to find the truth.
You have no brothers. You've never loved anyone. You can never understand. Oh, I've been waiting for this.
I require a corpse for that.
You're getting too good at this.
I'm afraid not.
It is done. The bloodline of Rakis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
You mean yourself?
My grandmother was the daughter of Coralon, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed. We must make a few examples, consolidate our power, a small price to pay.
You would upset the balance for personal gain. I will not stand idly by.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day, you primitive heathen.
Shut it already.
I'm afraid not. I must have a corpse.
I have come to realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These Reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
I cannot do that. Not possible.
The repository of bones, commonly called the Plague Tunnels, were originally used to bury Westmarch's indigent. However, when the Great Pestilence struck, the city decided the tunnels would serve just as well for plague victims, lest Westmarch become overwhelmed by the ever-increasing piles of the dead.
What a variety of corpses.
You're telling me.
The grave beckons. I need essence. Your death nears.
Please kill those things before they kill me. Yes, I mean us.
I'm unable to get it open.
Decay and rot!
I am carrying too much. the end. I am carrying too much.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters. Soon, demon spawn like you will be gone forever.
Or you will be. Have you considered that?
The demon spawn shall perish in flames.
A power you do not comprehend, Angel. I need to go back.
You killed the angel who was responsible for this horror.
Yes, but not his master. Once he is dead, you will be safe.
I believe you.
Is it true that King Justinian IV is dead? That would mean I'm 7th, no, 6th in line for the throne.
We will stand together against the shadows.
Let us seek our fortunes together.
What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
All priests of Rathma make a similar sacrifice.
It was no sacrifice. We Vetchen often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
I would hear more of your travels.
Oh, I could tell you stories. We were frequently set upon by bandits. It became quite tiresome, really. One time, I had had enough. I know this is hard to believe, but when I was younger, I was even more vivacious than I am now. So I seduced their leader. Convinced him to free us by giving him details on how we could rob a local magistrate. He'd heard the Vetchen could predict the future, so he believed me. They were caught and hung 3 days later. I must have forgotten to tell him that part of my vision.
Quite unlike me to fall apart like that. I can't imagine what came over me. Let's keep this between ourselves, eh?
was telling you about Lyria, wasn't I? Oh, she was so beautiful that Durgus was determined to make her his own. Oh, yes, he pursued her relentlessly, showering her with gifts and attention until she succumbed and agreed to become his wife. But Durgus' jealousy was so great, he hid Lyria high in the heavens, far away from the reach of men and gods.
His obsession with desire drove him to abuse?
Yes, that was Durgus. Desire was his very nature. Zai was the greatest thief, and he wanted Lyria. He waited patiently for a night when Lyria's path hid her behind the silver moon. For when the sun set, Durgus had to leave Lyria's side, you see, for desire rules the night. He could only watch from below, as she drifted across the ocean of stars. Then Zai climbed, silent as a whisper, into Lyria's palace in the heavens.
Was Zai enamored with her?
No, but stealing from Durgus would make Zai a legend.
Thanks to you, I can finally bury my wife in peace.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
The streets are not clear.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it.
You really must stop thanking me. It was nothing.
A dozen people ran by me and did nothing. You're a hero.
Just in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done. Rakkus conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
The king of Westmarch is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped. I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. No, he'll never get the chance.
Urzael is dead, and only a few Reapers remain.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
Not yet. We still don't know where Malthael is hiding.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately.
Death comes for you.
Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts weigh constantly upon me.
The others may celebrate, but we know the truth. Many more will die before this war is over.
Wise words, my friend. Still, we must keep going forward. Your persistence has taught me that much.
I heard Lysa's voice again, and I could make out more of what she was saying. She is calling out for me, but it sounds as though the voice is speaking to me from far away, from beyond our world.
Her spirit should have passed on long ago. Did she truly die?
Now I am not sure. What I do know is that she is out there, and she needs me.
It is good to fight with you again.
If there's treasure to be had, then I'm in.
I wonder if we could sell wigs made from your hair.
That is enough, Harold! If we survive this nightmare, I am leaving for my parents' estate in Bramwell.
That's a grand idea, dearest. Your father has more than enough money to...
Follow me, and I will tie you naked to a tree for the crows. Maybe then you'll finally think of something other than money.
Chelsea, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
Fine.
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
You were right. I do not like that.
You're not going anywhere without me.
What?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
You are the first to question my restraint, Laura. Dead angels now rest with the human corpses on the roads of Westmarch. But more will die, unless we know where Malthael is hiding. I cannot imagine how Adria came by this knowledge. But somewhere in the Blood Marsh, our answers await.
So, it's going to be the silent treatment, is it? We hid the Black Soulstone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near here. We thought it would be safe, but Malthael found it all the same. This is the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
What a surprise.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that? Just one entrance to the city. There are guide stones littered across the blood marsh that will lead us to the main one. The guide stones are useless to most, but will reveal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
I will find her.
Remember to get the information you need before you...
I know.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
A fine corpse. The grave beckons.
This is one of the guide stones, but nothing happens when I approach it.
I will try.
There are 4 entrances.
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Then the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she laughed.
Treasure.
That is not possible. Another guide stone will help me find the correct passage. Now I know which city marks the correct passage. world can abide you no longer! Here it is, the right passage.
I suppose being lost in a jungle ruin is better than being lost in a swamp.
The grave beckons. My insight grows.
I have uncovered and obscured an ancient tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Nephilim, gods by another name, and their ruined civilization in the West. If this is true, how could all signs of these Nephilim be lost, but for the record of this single tome?
Decay and rot! Weakness consumes you. Do not fear the end. Weakness consumes you. I'm afraid not.
Decay and rot!
Possible.
This world can abide you no longer!
Wait here, Laura.
You're going to kill her, aren't you?
Will you ask these questions?
We're all counting on you.
Can abide you no longer! All must serve the cycle. Decay and rot.
needs you. This world can abide you no longer. That is not possible.
Nephilim were not God, but our own ancestors, gifted with long life, magic, and abilities far beyond our own. Yet they were still men. I wonder if these pages hold the key to unlock their powers once again.
No.
What happened to all of the Nephilim who lived here?
Look at the bones.
Right.
Do not fear the end.
Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael.
Adria.
The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs.
Will not kill you. I will.
Diablo sent me a vision. He had returned, and you were the one who freed him.
No.
He always finds a way. My master will return.
But you will not.
I have done what I can to ensure it. He always
I can't
finds a
carry
way.
anymore.
In your heart of hearts, you know this.
Adria had conjured an image of pandemonium before I interrupted her.
She was searching for Malthael, so he must be there.
I am returning to town. Bryson made a mistake, but he can still learn.
He's a fool, and fools end up dead around here.
Ah, so it is a personal matter.
What are you talking about?
You cannot control your emotions, so you drive people away instead. It seems to be effective, if misguided.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you. Let us seek honor together, my friend. All right, it's him or us. Are you ready?
I don't know. That glowing sword looks sharp.
I was separated from the other soldiers and surrounded by the dead when I saw him. I gazed into the face of death himself. I couldn't move. I just stared as he passed through me. His touch was like ice, so cold. But something in me changed. Something I cannot understand.
Where are you going? I have some good news.
Good news?
I mentioned what you did to some guards I met. You could get a commendation or something when this is all over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Grace unto you.
Malthael seems to be in pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
And what does that entail?
The only way to Pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once.
Lara! Peter!
Who are you calling to?
Oh, it's my children. They're out playing a game, but I'll find them soon enough.
I now know death better than I know the shape of my hand or my own sword. Hendel charged into battle at my side. I'd known him since I enlisted, but when I looked at him that night, I had a vision. I saw the faces of the men he had killed, and I saw that he would not live to see the morning.
According to the records, King Rackus had a strong jaw, hair as black as night, and wore gleaming armor over his muscular... Sorry, what was I talking about? Every time Westmarch is invaded, a hero appears to save it. History is much easier to write with a strong protagonist. Rackus and his sons built much of Westmarch during their time. The ruins in the marshes outside the city may be their work too. Of course, whenever I ask the Crown for gold to further my excavations, there's always a more pressing matter at hand. We can't start to rebuild until we know that the one who caused this devastation is dead.
I am doing my best to ensure that.
I hope so.
When I was forced to admit my beliefs were wrong, I was lost. I was afraid I would always feel that way. But instead, a sense of calmness has come over me. I'm no longer at war with myself.
And you need never be again. Embrace that peace, and let it guide you always.
It is good to fight with you again.
They will run when they see us.
What is this?
Destroy the gate! The Nephilim is here!
Dares to attack us? Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind. But my brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
Malthael thinks he can delay the inevitable, but he underestimates my persistence. I will cross the ancient battleground of the angels and demons and journey on to the gates of the Pandemonium Fortress. This angel has disrupted the balance between life and death, and it falls to me to rebuke him.
This place is even stranger than I expected. That's unusual.
There is a siege camp not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done. You will need to do better if you are to stand any chance. Must I do everything for you?
I'm afraid not. That is not possible. Afraid not.
That is a siege room. Bring it with you. Do you see the battering ram below? That is the only way you can breach the fortress gates. But it is useless without the siege rooms that power it. You have one in your possession, but there are two more. You will find them on the battlefield below, imprisoned along with the demons that carried them. Once you have the runes, go to the ram. But know this, Nephilim. Even if you release Malthael from his madness, I will not thank you for it.
Indeed. abide you no longer!
Pandemonium is the Alpha and the Omega of the eternal conflict. It lies at the center of all things, linking the realms of heaven and hell. Long ago, when the angels were young, the aspect of wisdom found the Eye of Anu here. He named it the World.
This is the way to the Ram. I'd best find the siege runes first.
Destined to be our battlefield. It was formed in the chaos of the last struggle between the Diamond Warrior Anu and the Dragon Tathanek. Now eons of war have scarred every patch of ground. The cycle of victory and defeat is the foundation of our existence and the essence of the eternal conflict.
I cannot do that. No. I cannot do that. No. I'm afraid not.
The night embraces you.
I bear grave news, my friend. The Sliver has revealed Malthael's plan to me, and it is worse than I could have imagined. He means to use the Black Soul Stone to capture all demonic essences, even those that linger in human hearts. If the stone is altered to rip the demonic essence out of every man, woman, and child on Sanctuary, they will all die.
Quickly then. We must begin the attack.
Malthael is fundamentally altering the Black Soul Stone. It will now pull in all the demonic essence from whatever plane of existence it finds itself in. But mankind is born of angel and demon alike. Every mortal, save myself, has demonic essence as an intrinsic part of their being. Losing that will rip their body and soul apart. I never thought I would return here. Pandemonium was our battlefield for ages on end. Demons' blood saturated this ground. Many angels died defending it.
Why here?
Our battles revolved around the World Stone. I had the Pandemonium Fortress built in order to protect it.
You must have searched for Malthael after he vanished.
Malthael kept to himself much of the time, and he was known to leave without warning. Eventually, the Council became concerned. We sent his closest followers to find him. Most of them did not return.
They sided with their master.
It seems so.
You built this fortress.
Not on my own, but it was my idea, yes. The angels raised it around the World Stone many eons ago.
Then you must know another way in.
I fear not. The fortress is always changing, caught between the forces of heaven and hell.
I thought on what you said, and you may have been right. Can't bear the thought of another friend's death.
But you also cannot bear a life without friends. You are not like me, Hedrick. You need people.
I suppose so. Despite all of this, I find myself with hope for the future.
A future with Irena?
No! No, of course not. I mean, I do find her company stimulating. Yeah, I do enjoy her unique way of looking at things, but... I mean, no.
Just talk to her.
What? Well, you know... I mean, she is quite interesting. So, yeah, I suppose so. Perhaps I should. Maybe. You, mentioned that I should speak with Irena. I don't think I can do that.
Why? Lyndon speaks to her all the time.
What? That cad? Oh, she's already seen right through his lecherous ways. Surely he'd have no luck. Would he?
It is not a matter of luck. The choice is hers alone, and you'd do best to be honest.
Irena? I, was... Never mind. It was of no importance. Yes. Well, Irena, I just wish to inform you that, I've left the Order. I'm no longer a Templar, nor bound by their rules.
What are you saying?
I would like it if... I mean, when this is over, would you consider, adventuring at my side?
Of course I would. I would be honored to fight alongside you. I've been as close to you as I did to my sisters.
Oh. Yes, of course. Sisters. Indeed.
I welcome the chance to travel with you.
Leave me alone. I'm getting drunk, and no, I'm not sharing.
Drink will not give you answers.
I already have answers. The bloody Thieves Guild killed my brother.
You know there's more to it than that. I think you're even less convincing when you're drunk.
And you're even more insufferable.
They will run when they see us.
It is good. To fight with you again.
It is always... It's wonderful to see you. Yes.
It is good. Good to fight with you again.
They will run when they see us.
Lyndon left a dagger here earlier. I'm guessing you're behind that.
Possibly.
Let me look. It's well crafted for a Kingsport blade, and oh, the hilt seems to be hollow. Someone hid a note inside. Here, you should take it to Lyndon.
I'll take that off your hands.
The Prophet has foreseen our victory.
They will run when they see us.
I joined a caravan of refugees heading to Bramwell, but we never made it there. brigands slaughtered everyone. I ran into the forest and hid for days before I dared come out. How am I ever going to find my son?
When this is over, Tyrael will need to replace those who fell in the Tomb of Rakis. And he'll continue to train and expand the Order of New Horadrim. With everything I've been through at your side, I think I can contribute to that effort. The people of Westmarch are starting to rebuild the city and bury their dead. Their strength is an inspiration. But there are children that witnessed their family being torn apart. Others climbed over piles of corpses to get to safety. What will they make of the world when they grow up? The city has scars that will linger for generations. Deckard Cain wrote much about the Pandemonium Fortress. He kept meticulous notes, drew sketches, and even...
I tried to leave the city today, but the gates are all closed. The guards won't let anyone in or out.
What are you going to do?
Stay here and hide, I guess. I am a coward.
Stop that! You're a good man.
I spoke with the Necromancer, Zale. He said that the source of my visions is not necromancy, but something else. He seemed unnerved by it.
They will run when they see us.
cannot do that.
Destroy those hooks. We can't move until they're gone. We only have one strike left.
The gates are down.
It is good.
Hadrig found a note inside the dagger.
Lyndon, I killed him. Come after me if you must. I'll be waiting. Rhea, my brother's wife.
The one you loved.
I don't want to talk about her. Not until this matter is settled. And I know you and I will see it done.
They will run when they see us.
This is the wrong hammer, lad. I need the big one.
Right. Sorry.
And you, my friend, not a word out of you. Not a single word.
But I wish to speak with Bryson.
You're going to distract my apprentice when he has all this work on his hands? Not on my watch. Now, lad, where's that hammer?
If you see my children, please tell them to stop playing games and come home. Supper is almost ready.
Not for them.
I've never learned precisely why Rakis chose to found his kingdom here. He must have had an important reason, right? I'm not complaining, but your roguish friend over there seems to think he can win my favor.
Who, Lyndon? He's not worth the trouble.
Please tell the other gentleman you travel with, the armored one, that he's much more to my tastes. I've heard that you're journeying to a faraway land now. You won't forget to tell me about any discoveries you make there, will you?
Westmarch is currently ruled by Justinian IV. Originally thought to be a callow youth, Justinian came into his own in the years following his ascension to the throne. Rumors still abound about demonic activities surrounding his coronation, but I believe those are simply the product of overactive imaginations, fueled by the ever-prevalent myths of the Zakarum.
Let us fight this evil together.
They will run when they see us.
Pandemonium Fortress. When I fought Malthael, my sword passed through him like air. He is in a state of death and life, impervious to physical harm. Your magic is not enough. To defeat him, you must channel the power of death, as he does.
No priest of Rathma has ever fully achieved that. How is it possible?
The power of the dead. If you could become one with it, you would be as Malthael is, and you could face him. But you must find a way, quickly. Every moment, thousands die, and Malthael's power grows beyond anything I have ever seen. The fortress feels strange and new to me, though I have come here times beyond count as its champion and as its liberator. It changes to match the nature of whoever controls it, but I have never seen it like this while under the control of an angel.
He has become something else.
At last, I have found you.
Master, why are you here?
We are reunited at our most dire hour. Many of our priests have fallen.
Even you, Master.
It is as it should be. I have come to aid you in defeating Malthael. You must wield a power beyond what you have ever dreamed possible. But first, you need to free us from our prison deeper in the fortress.
I swear it will be done.
This angel commands a power beyond his understanding.
Surely he possessed great knowledge as the Archangel of Wisdom.
Yes, but he sees virtue only in the light, not the balance. Without some measure of harmony between both these forces, we are all lost. The victory he imagines for himself could never come to pass. The truth is that you were not finished with your training when you left us. But I knew that if you'd stayed, you would have died in Malthael's attack.
You said many perished. Why was I spared?
Your life serves the balance, as it always has. But perhaps you see it more clearly now. There is still a great deal you must do before your journey ends.
death across your world. And so ends the eternal conflict.
The angels are busy and Diablo's in that shining rock.
The grave beckons. I cannot do that.
I slew demons beyond count. I won battles and broke sieges, but it availed me nothing. I know that this war can have no victor, only an eternity of revenge, pride, and hatred. Tyrael does not understand. He cannot see beyond the glory of battle. In time he may, but that day is not yet here.
I cannot open this. I cannot do that. No.
The night embraces you.
No.
others who seek a way out of the endless strife. Angels and demons who feel enslaved by our fate. I cannot be unique in all of creation. I know my path. I will find those disillusioned of the war and lead them.
Father is content to fight the same battles and the same foes while everything turns to ashes. Those victories might last a day, or a year, or 100 years. The war will never be won so long as he and his brothers lead. There is an end to it, but fools like my father are too blind to see it. I did not know that demons took prisoners. I babbled like a fool about my dreams of escaping this war. My captor freed me and said that we would meet again. Her name was Lilith, daughter of Mephisto. I brought him to my lair, to my amusement. But he surprised me. My touch seemed to breathe life into him. He raved like a madman about how he wished to escape the war. Perhaps I have found someone I can use.
That's how we do it in Kingsport!
No.
Felt this way about a demon while I was mired in the endless war. The strain holds us prisoner to what we've been told to believe. She and I have made plans. We will bring others to our cause, and together we will escape.
life and death, and both will bend at my command.
You are closer to the cycle than any of us have ever been. Use this power to bring us peace.
You have given me a great gift, Master.
I give you a challenge. Do not fail. We studied the cycle for years, but we did not see the extent of this disaster. There were dark portents after the World Stone shattered. The Masters spent years trying to decipher them. It was clear that something was coming.
If only we had better prepared.
My apprentice, if we had not made these preparations, you would not be standing before me now.
What if I had been defeated and could not reach you?
There are many spirits here, great and small from across the lands. I have instructed them on how to aid their allies, much as I have aided you.
Of course, you consider everything.
It is a trait I would like to see in my apprentices as well.
When this is over, I shall return to the necropolis. Death Speaker Jadan will know of your actions.
That is impossible. He was one of the fallen.
Then who leads our numbers?
You must show them the way. Ensure that our traditions survive.
Is in love with me. I can feel the intensity of his desire. I told him that we must liberate the Woodstone, and then we can be together. We will create something never imagined by those mired in the eternal conflict. A new world.
death. Sounds hopeless.
Not for us.
Damn right about that.
Those who follow us are strong in purpose and conviction, but we are only few. Yet if we can obtain the power of the World Stone, it will be enough. We will scale the wind sheer slope, steal into the heart of the fortress, and be gone before anyone notices the stone's disappearance.
It is good to fight with you.
Pardon me.
This will... help.
They will run when they see us.
My visions cloud everything. I can find no escape. I plan to leave Westmarch, to be alone, far away from the constancy of death. Some people would call it a curse, and sometimes it feels that way. But perhaps it's not. I need time to know for sure.
Finally found you, Lieutenant Derek. Will you come quietly, or are you going to run again?
I'll go with you. I'm no coward.
That's not how I see it.
Leave him be. He is a good man, and he saved my life.
He let good men die. He's a deserter and a criminal, and he'll be dead in the morning.
I'm at peace. Perhaps the one good thing I did by saving your life can make up for the bad I've done.
You are a good man.
Remember that.
I know I'm of use here in Westmarch, helping the people recover and keeping order. Each must serve in his own way, but I would love to come help with the fight in Pandemonium, if needed.
I'm telling you, Lyria was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Lyria's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
He must have been worried.
No, not then. He felt pride. Dirges was possessed by an all-consuming rage. As Zai had stolen what was most valuable to Dirges, he would take from Zai all that he held dear.
He tried to kill him.
Dirges took something much more dear than Zai's life. His joy. He killed everyone Zai had loved and held dear. Oh, then he slew Lyria. Her light went out from the heavens. The seas wept, and the waves of their tears crashed upon the shore. In the end, Zai trapped Dirges in the ruby Lyria had worn. Zai kept the stone around his neck as a reminder. In time, though, the burden grew too great to bear, and he cast off the stone. His divinity? Everything. Where there once stood a young god, there was now just an old man.
Is that true?
So the story says. Zai's jewel is here, in Westmarch.
We must pursue it.
Dinner first, then we can go after the jewel. Do not worry. I think it can wait for a little while. Yes, yes, this is the place! The jewel is here!
Ben, come back!
Just a little ball. Don't worry! Do not worry. I'm just down here. Everything seems perfectly fine. Wait. What is that? Yes, all of this seems so familiar. Like it's happened before. Hey, where are you? You're not lost, are you? Hurry up and come down here. I'll find the jewel myself. Finders keepers. Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you. There's no point in standing around, is there? Let's go find the jewel.
Stay with me. It's dangerous.
I do so love a good walk, don't you? It helps me figure things out, such as what I'd like to have for dinner.
I never doubted this for a moment.
The jewel isn't far from here. I can almost taste it! Good to be able to show you around again. We really should do it more often. Huh? Maybe next time, one of the night markets? The jewel! I found it! The jewel! There it is! This cannot be! It's been destroyed! Dirges is free!
Zai, is that you? You look different.
I believe you are mistaken. I am Shen. Zai is gone, and no more. He's a legend, and a myth. The man who stands before you is but a simple jeweler. I have seen the years, and I have loved and lost, and I have grieved and wept.
Whoever you are, you have freed me, and I am happy to have looked upon your face.
And I am filled with joy to have seen yours once again. Farewell, and go upon this last journey.
What is it, Shen?
Please, I just need a moment alone. Do not worry about me. I will find you later. It feels like a lifetime since I last held this jewel in my grasp. Oh, the memories flood back into me. I was a vain fool in my youth. I know it will be hard for you to think of me so, but it's true, though it was a long, long time ago.
What are you going to do?
Well, Dirges has escaped, and it's more important than ever for me to find him.
It is good to fight with you again.
They will run when they see... Yes.
not possible.
To the power of death. But that will not save you. Where is the Black Soulstone?
Malthael destroyed it and used the power within.
Then Malthael's death will have released Diablo. He is free. Where is the Black Soul?
Malthael.
Then Malthael...
I am returning to town.
It is good to fight with you again.
They will run when they see us.
Where is the Black Soulstone?
Malthael destroyed it and used the power within.
Then Malthael's death will have released Diablo. He is free. The Nephilim have done the impossible. By conquering death, she had redeemed the angels and saved all mankind. In that moment, with victory at hand, I saw the Nephilim in a new light. She is a hero who can defeat the champions of heaven and hell, and a necromancer who protects the innocent. But within her beats a mortal heart that will one day be tempted to corruption. On that day, will she have the strength to resist? Or will she be our doom?